Everybody says Seedance 2.5 is the king of AI video and the first model that's genuinely indistinguishable from reality. I spent every charge trying to prove them wrong. Seedance 2.5 claims native 30-second video, unbeatable character consistency, and audio you can't pick out of a lineup. Does it actually deliver, or is this pure hype? One of the biggest problems I run into when using AI agents is turning their output into YouTube content I can actually use to market my product. That's why this video is sponsored by Subscriber, a tool that helps business owners connect their AI agents to YouTube and market their products without spending 10 hours every week creating content. You can connect Claude or ChatGPT directly to Subscriber. It then analyzes your business, website, and YouTube channel to help you create SEO-optimized video ideas, scripts, thumbnails, and even complete videos that actually match your brand. What I like most is that every week, Subscriber gives me a list of high-potential video ideas I can immediately execute, and it can even help edit videos for me, with or without my face, including videos like the one you're watching right now. It's easy to get started, and you can try Subscriber for free using the link in the description below. Now back to the video. Charge 1. Audio quality and voice depth. ByteDance says native audio in 8+ languages that sounds human. Okay, so the cost of this being wrong is real. You ship a client video, the voiceover sounds robotic, and you're re-editing at midnight. Creators are already reporting exactly that, so let's see what the evidence actually says. I went through every community report I could find, and the verdict is pretty consistent. Voices lack depth and character, you can tell it's AI, and the acting cadence is the dead giveaway. No independent audio benchmark exists yet, but the hands-on consensus points one direction. The claim of indistinguishable audio just doesn't hold up. This charge sticks. The audio claim falls short because community consensus is unanimous that it's the #1 pain point, not a minor quibble. 0 of 1 claims holding up so far, and the gap between what ByteDance says and what creators are actually hearing is not subtle. I've been deep enough in these AI video tools to know that audio is always the last thing to get fixed and the first thing that kills a deliverable. Drop a comment if robotic voiceover has ever burned you on a real project. Charge 2. Character consistency and multi-reference. The claim is 50 multimodal references for locking a character across shots, 4 times what Seedance 2.0 gave you. If you've ever tried to run an episodic workflow and watched your main character's face drift between cuts, you know exactly how expensive that problem gets in re-renders and lost time. This one actually checks out, which surprised me a little. Seedance 2.5 jumps from 12 references in 2.0 to 50 multimodal inputs, and early hands-on reports confirm identity stability across shots. One creator literally threw together random images with no plot, and the model assembled them in a coherent-ish order, which is pretty wild. No measured benchmark yet, but the direction is clear. This charge is dismissed. Character consistency delivers because the 50 reference spec is real, and hands-on consensus backs the identity stability claim. One of 2 claims holding up now, and this is the strongest spec advantage Seedance 2.5 has over anything in the 2.x line. Charge 3. 30-second video realism. ByteDance says the output is nearly indistinguishable from reality in a single native pass. No stitching, no seams. You're probably already skeptical of that, because every AI video tool has said some version of this, and the acting always gives it away. Let's see what the actual evidence shows. I had to go through this one carefully because there are no independent benchmarks for 2.5 realism yet. All the numbers are ByteDance's own. Community consensus says the video looks good, but the acting and the instant cut from scene to scene are still the giveaway, so the visual quality claim has something to it. But the indistinguishable part is a marketing statement, not a measured result. The honest caveat is that realism varies a lot by content type. Static scenes with minimal acting will look more convincing than dialogue-heavy shots. But that doesn't save the claim, because if you're shooting anything with people talking, the acting cadence is still the tell, and the spec is still unverified by anyone outside ByteDance. This one partially sticks. The visual quality is genuinely good, but the indistinguishable claim is unproven, and community reports say detectability is real. Running tally, 1 of 3 claims fully holding up, 1 partially true, and the audio charge is still sticking hard. So the spec story is mixed so far, But the two claims that could actually flip your decision are still ahead: long format reasoning and pricing. Because if the 30-second native workflow costs you twice as much per clip, everything you just saw about consistency and realism gets a lot less interesting real fast. Charge 4: long format reasoning and quality. The claim is 30 seconds native in a single pass, double Seedance 2.0's 15-second cap. That sounds like a pure win, but the real question is whether the model holds coherence across those 30 seconds, or whether the longer runway just gives it more room to fall apart. The 30-second native cap is real, and it's a genuine step up from 2.0's 15-second max, but the trade-off is pretty direct. Community reports are consistent. The adjustments to support longer formats weakened the model, and reasoning feels less good at the full 30 seconds than 2.0 does at 15. Seedance 2.0 still holds the #1 spot in the artificial analysis video arena. 2.5 is unranked. The length claim delivers, 30 seconds native is a real capability leap, and the spec is confirmed. 2 of 4 claims holding up now, 1 partially true, because the raw clip length wins even though the reasoning quality trade-off is a real cost you should plan for. Charge 5, pricing and value. There's no official price for Seedance 2.5 yet, but leaks point to around 660 credits per 30-second clip at 720p. Seedance 2.0 runs from 0.04 to 0.353 per second depending on resolution, and 2.5 is expected to land at or above that top band, and 2.5 drops 4K support entirely, so you're paying more and getting lower resolution. Run the math and it gets uncomfortable fast. 2.0 tops out at 0.353 per second, which is 21.18 per minute at 4K. Seedance 2.5 is expected to sit at or above that ceiling, but you only get 720p output. Community reports call it prohibitively expensive relative to the capability gains, and I think that's a fair read given the 4K tier is just gone. This charge sticks hard, pricing falls short because you're paying top-of-band rates while losing 4K output, and the value math just doesn't work in 2.5's favor. Final tally: 2 of 5 claims holding up, 1 partially true, 2 falling short. Alright, so where Seedance 2.5 genuinely delivers. The 50 multimodal references for character locking is a real 4 times jump over 2.0's 12, and early hands-on tests confirm identity holds across shots. The native 30-second single-pass generation is also real. No stitching, no seams, and that matters a lot for episodic and long-form workflows. And where it falls short, audio is the #1 complaint, and it's not close. Voices lack depth, the acting cadence is robotic, and it's the instant giveaway. Longer format support weakened the reasoning quality compared to 2.0, and pricing is expected at the top of the 2.x band while dropping 4K output. Straight up worse value. Worth it if you absolutely need single pass, 30-second clips with locked character identity across 50 references. That specific workflow has no better option right now. Skip it if audio quality or budget matters, because 2 of 5 claims fell short and the price to resolution trade-off is real. One thing the marketing doesn't mention at all: Seedance 2.5 is only accessible through Dreamana and CapCut, which means you're subject to ByteDance's platform-level content restrictions, not just model-level ones. If your project hits a content policy wall, there's no API escape hatch yet, and that's a real operational risk nobody's talking about. If you want to know whether Seedance 2.5 is actually cheaper than the competition when you normalize for clip length and resolution, I ran that exact breakdown in Seedance 2.5 versus Kling AI, which is better. Worth watching before you commit to a plan.